Hello and welcome everyone. Sorry that the stream starts so late. I completely forgot what day it is. I'm not at all used to having my entire day being preoccupied. So I completely forgot to look at the time. Totally space out what day it is. And here we are. Ugh. Anyway, let's actually get started. Also, tablet. I know I'm streaming. Dude, why do you announce it now? The stream have officially been on for 3 minutes. And let's hop into this screen. Before I hop any further from this, I actually want to check one thing quickly. So, hello radio. Steam is doing something odd. Steam is doing something very odd. Then I think I should be able to get... Oh, come on. Let me through. There we go. Now Steam should be working normally again. At least I hope so. And there we go. We can actually continue the game. And yeah, we'll see how long do I actually have energy to go by. It has been a draining day, even though nothing has happened, and that's one of the biggest reasons. I can just directly say that my day has been spent like just sitting in a setting that's not any of my choice, so... It's always time for dead people jokes. And this... Sorry. Because I noticed the time, I got in the middle of eating my... well, I wouldn't call this even a lunch. I would call it a snack. Since I have no idea what to actually eat today. But yeah. This is the moment I've been dreading for the entire week. We actually have to talk to Manila again. I remember that for this one, we have to go to the piece of evidence, which you would have thought never to be mentioned at all. Let's see, where was that actual phrase for it? Skipping lunch. It's contradictory. Also, why is he sweating already? Like, he hasn't been accused of anything yet. And there we go with that horrifying face again. Yeah, many will indeed. Whoops, wrong button. And now we just have to skip. Let's say something else for a while. Chocolate. So yeah, I'm at the present. Wait. Oh shit. I don't have that piece of evidence as evidence. I remember it wrong. Oh well. And here we go. I just noticed the timing on the shakes. It went perfectly with the music. That's actually ridiculous. Even more ridiculous than it should be. "15 minutes, you say?" Well, it would have easily been if for, well, bit different circumstances. I wouldn't say so. You can easily eat one in like 10 minutes, but it wouldn't be as nice. You want to take it slow, especially with the actual steak. But you could easily gulp one down in 10 minutes. It's not just it's just the case that you shouldn't. But it would be. I don't understand that skip. But yeah, that is a thing. A cold steak does take a lot longer to eat than a warm one. Well, prove that they could have made it. Well, when you look at the map, they are pretty close. But I have a feeling this might not be it. Let's try. Yep, it's not that. Yeah, objection overruled and bomb punishment. Of course it didn't go well. And now I legit can't remember. How was this done? But yeah, the time wasn't taken as a different factor on its own. No, haven't I pressed everything already? How the heck did I do this? Like, you notice that I'm suddenly getting way too sleepy and tired. But I had to wake up like insanely early compared to what shaking the mic, what I have normally been, and I couldn't fall asleep until late. But I don't have the evidence. This only is a proof that they couldn't go anywhere. And the map cannot be used. This proves just someone walked. and from a different place as well, which is an issue. I legitimately can't remember how do I deflect this one. I feel so stupid. This is a very easy game. I can't remember at all. So let me try to refresh my memory. Is there something I haven't pressed? Because I think something should have triggered. Didn't I press this? Maybe that's it. Oh, I did press that. And I did press this earlier as well. Oh, there we go. There we go, it was one of these. This is why replaying the game sometimes is a hassle. Because it's so hard to remember places where you have to quote unquote fail. What? Well, not necessarily. But one of them sure did the murder. Well, and here's the thing. People did go from Studio 2 to Studio 1. And they got back. But it's impossible for them to do that during the time when the murder was supposed to take place. Because for some reason no one can climb a simple obstacle. So yeah, no, it's impossible. Well, because we have the piece of evidence which you would have displayed if we just thought that it would be possible. Yes, indeed, it was blocked. Mr. Monkeyhead! Yeah. Look at this aerial picture. Like, almost anyone could easily get over that tree. Like, yeah, the head itself might be too hard to climb and it might be too dangerous. But that tree, you could climb over that tree very easily. It's not impassable object. Like, Jesus. Why? Why is it just such a big deal? Like, really? Oh well, let's continue. So I keep hitting the mic. Like maybe I should actually have it a bit closer, or actually maybe slightly above, so I can move around my hands more freely. I still need to get used to the fact that yeah, the mic is actually close to me now. I can actually whisper into the mic and you will be very uncomfortable. And there we go. But yeah, I need to move my arms, especially because I need to drink. I need to start drinking way more water than I do. Because I'm actually constantly dehydrated. So yeah. Plus, I have the habit of moving my arms a lot when I'm talking. It's just caught on from the Roman heritage. And here I would like to note, you can have a difference of spiritual, habitual, communal, and blood inheritance. So they all of them can be different to anyone. Brrr. The back sprite looked so odd. It looked so out of place in the HD. What the hell? No, that's not the case. There are other people who it would fit. But oh well, I guess we are just defeated and we just have to accept that our client is lying. And there we go. A witness. You could have just won. But no. You present a witness. So here we go. What? Very correct. Are you talking about Polly? The parrot was named Polly, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Polly. Everyone thought the name was Polly, but I can't remember the name of the parrot. I do remember where the name originates from, but I can't remember the name of it. I can't recall I seen that video. I seen Phoenix Wrong series multiple times and others like it, but I can't remember seeing that one. But welcome to the chat. You're just in time for the recess. It's not a video, huh? Now I'm confused. Also, we have the basic that in the stream you are seen as blue or purple, I couldn't really see. But on my chat window, you are orange. I look at the chat preview and you're red. Why can't Twitch just decide one color? Because occasionally there are people, like at the same time, 4 people with the exact same color. So why can't it just decide that this user will have this color for this stream, unless they change it? Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Oh, that's actually a good one. I was just too caught up on it. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I say, it depends. I bet if I would open my tablet and open up the stream, you would have something completely different. I would bet it would be like green or something. adding profile pictures to the chat might be a bit odd of a thing and a hard thing to... But it would require a lot more resources. So understand just names. And users can use commands on Twitch to change their color. So I'm just surprised, why can't the users just have the color changing in the settings and they could just go there and do it instead of writing it in the chat like /color something something. I don't remember exactly what the syntax is. But yeah. Also, some chats automatically ban you if you do that too many times in a row. Without extensions, by the way, so I have no idea what the key is to that. So I wouldn't go on and about and test it. I would just change the color into something specific if you want to it to be something specific. Well, Mia, as you, I wouldn't go guaranteeing things. I just say that your record isn't spotless. It's good, but it's not spotless. And especially one case you left undone caused you to be dead right now. That's another fact why you shouldn't say that. But I love this line. Yeah, but like, he hasn't been able to say anything in the courtroom itself, so his mood is quite... How do I say? Pointless. Oh, so what? I see that there's... Oh, that's what it is. Okay. There was just a Discord message, sorry. I was a bit surprised about it. But yeah. Well... It is a way to know who's been channeled. Especially in the later games, like after the Trilogy, it's becomes even a bigger of a change. But yeah, I wouldn't go into it more than that. It would go against terms of service on any service out there. So... And I do mean any service out there. Because for most it would be too much, and for some it would be too little. Why is internet like it is? And yeah, the surprise witness. Yeah, he's taking the moral high ground even though he is the one forcing the kid to be the one testifying. So yikes. Edward does things. But to be honest, he starts doing way less of things later on. And that becomes an issue. You can just see the menacing eyes. Donut crates. What place? Like how does a courtroom get donuts in crates? I wish to have a donut crate. I can't even remember the last time I had a donut. Like, they're quite expensive. Well, I won't argue against that. But to be honest, when he goes solo, he goes way more dumber as well. Yeah, like they have a lot of bailiffs. They get detectives. Like, a lot, it seems. But crates? Like, are they frozen donuts or... Like, why would anyone even crate donuts? I could understand just piling boxes into a larger container, but a crate? And we have a kid trying to pull out a toy sword in the courtroom. Nobody bats an eye. Why do phone go ding ding? Animal Crossing go ding ding. And there we go. Edgewood actually has to admit that he lost to a kid. Yeah. That is a line I always miss. I noticed it myself this time, and I do love it. The judge, I could say that the judge must be my favorite character. Like, he usually gets the best moments. Like, it was in... No, it wasn't in Spirit of Justice, it was Dual Destinies, where he says the immortal line, "Oh, the sweet buns are in here. Like, the sweet buns have arrived. Now the court can get back in session." There's a fucking falcon on his head. Yeah, the judge is sure a character. I'm still playing the investigation series for the first time, and I just got past where the judge actually had to be a witness. It wasn't an actual trial, but he had to play the part of the witness, and he had the full breakdown moment because he didn't notice something. Yeah, like, the investigation series is clearly like not as fun to play as the main series, But I do, if you love the main series, I do recommend playing it. I still just have to find a way, like, how do I get to play the second one in a, let's just say, modern manner. Well, yeah, Phoenix, you're right. You're right. Just once. Just once. I can't remember, what does he say in rebundle to this? The timing on that. Poor dad. I have a feeling that he might be poor after taking the kids so many times there and every live performance. Map on the internet. Well, and you are trying to cut him off with your toy sword. Yeah, I've been telling this in multiple episodes. You could just go through the trees. It's not impossible. Huh? Oh, I accidentally pressed in the wrong place. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip this line. A guy, a person kinda tall, skinny. Yeah, sure, kid, sure. Hold on a second. So, where was it? If you had your camera, always carries it. I can't see that being putting too much pressure by anyone. But oh well. But yeah, it's Judge being old-fashioned like he usually is. Edward, you're the reason why he's here. And that is true. But if you say it like that, you are the villain in the courts by the eyes of everyone. And if this would be under the jury system, you would have just lost the case for your client, in the most likelihood. They would just remember, oh, that defense attorney was such cruel to the children, so he must know that his client is actually guilty. Ow, that was my arm snapping. What do you mean, why would you use it? Wham. Wham. And I find it disturbing how in the end he just gets to that extra cheery, happy mood. That should be disturbing in anyone's eyes, to be honest. And I'm going to skip. Yeah, it was this one. No, wrong button! So I wanted to press this. As you have the book containing every victory scene. Damn it, I can't use it yet. I have a bad memory of when I can use things today. Dang. Judge, jury, and executioner. That's my job. you could see it for a small second there. The fabled donut crate. It didn't look like a crate to me. It very well could have been a box of donuts. But what a strong box that is then. I would definitely want boxes like that. I have a lot of stuff I would need to organize and put into boxes, but they are expensive. And yeah, sorry if I randomly space out. It could be that I'm seeing messages about things which I might need to like just legit take a second and answer, or it might be me actually spacing out, closing my eyes and almost having a micro sleep. I don't know why, it just boom hit me. I have a feeling that it's because it's been so long since I last slept. Factored in with the very infrequent sleeping times. The fact that I haven't eaten, so I have even less energy. But I really want to play. I really want to continue the stream. I love this game. So let's go on. Well, he just couldn't. Well, no, I don't agree with Edgeworth. Because technically, he couldn't watch it, is the point on it. But what evidence was I supposed to show then? Like this just goes forward to it. Something else? I can't. I legit don't remember. Yeah, probably. It's a good thing that you are not penalized for answering this wrong, because it's funny. But evidence. Is the camera? Hope it's the camera. Yep, it is. Because I know that it comes into question, but I didn't remember it comes into question right now. Yep. This face Cody makes, it's so out of character, but it's so fitting as well because it's out of character. Kids getting out of character is is like the norm. They're always playing something. But it's also very out of character for the game itself. His eyes and mouth have the only difference now, that there are pupils on the eyes. I could exchange the place of any of them if the pupils would stay in place, and it wouldn't look that much out of place. Escaped from the clutches of the villain. What? Not sure. I say the entire thing feels a bit odd. Pops. Yeah, he called Wright Pops. Geezer. Bearded gentleman. The next thing we need is heavy machine gun. Huh? What is it? What did you realize? Yeah, he has the camera on him. I'm intrigued to know what was your realization, because I have to note here that there is always like even sometimes a minute delay between the stream and the chat, and that's on the fault of Twitch itself, because I don't have enough follows or subs that I would be a priority streamer. Even if I use the low latency mode, I will still have latency, an annoying amount of it. Many other streamers don't ever even notice the fact, but it's noticeable on my end. Because it's not about internet speeds. I actually fixed the issue if it even was on my end and not on Twitch's end, of the frame drops, which started happening last week and happened on Monday. Ever since, I have had 0 dropped frames again, like usual. It's not internet connection thing. If I can have enough stable of a connection to have 0 dropped frames. Like, it's normal that streams have few dropped frames, because people won't even notice a couple individual frames missing. But no, I have flat out 0. And that's when things work. There have been so many times when it hasn't worked. Now, which one was it again? Like, overall, this is an odd thing. Let me press it again, because I can't... again, we are in a state where I can't remember how did I proceed. Has to be something. Did I actually get to press this one? I don't think I did. Well, usually the case is always, and usually always, if you're given the option to add something, so I'd press harder, you need to press harder. Yeah, I legitimately might need to take a smoke break at some point soon-ish. Well, I put something in the oven because my energy levels are getting way too low for me to function. Let's just say that the fact that it's pitch black dark outside, even with the lights on. Like, there are street lights and the lights on the buildings, but anywhere between, you can't see anything. In between, you see piercing whiteness since snow covers everything. You erase them, but why? Was it here where I present because he never, like, he didn't get it always on time. Yep, here is where I can say it. This actually reminds me, talking of certain Cody I know. If someone mentions their name, it's something bad. Yep. There is still the thing, which is just, well, guesswork. Because those are live shows. This was supposed to be a practice in Cody's mind. So taking a picture in practice could be very nonsensical. Like, I wouldn't like taking pictures when someone in a theater is practicing, when they are not in even stage costumes, they are just reading lines. I would like to take a picture when they are actually performing, if it can be done in a way that it won't disturb them. Because in most theaters, taking a picture, even if you put the camera on silent, it will create enough sound to annoy everyone. Yeah, like saying practice versus real deal. It shouldn't be that weird, but it's weird. There is some weird to it, yes, and it's actually a key factor. But let's not go into that yet. And that's the moment when Wright noticed he's been taken over by the first guild. The lacerations in his body proved fatal. I will forever keep comparing the sound effects in this game compared to Trauma Center. I would so love to play HD Trauma Center, but that series wouldn't work on normal controllers. Like, you have to have a touchscreen or motion controls. It's just made for them. And it's awesome because of it. Like, I would not have studied how to change the valve, like a hat valve, if I would not have liked the game so much. In theory, not in practice, because in practice I would just end up killing someone. So no, you can ask me to guide someone doing it, not doing it. Well, yeah, that is true. Like, with Switch controllers, there could be a way that the game could be made, like remade, but they would really have to go into it. But it would be very nice to have a game that, like a single player game that utilizes the functionalities of the Switch controllers. But it would just make so many people angry as well, because Joy-Cons have issues. Okay, I have discovered not so relatively recently that the drifting issue is not actually that much of an issue. You can easily solve it by cleaning the controller. You just need a Q-tip and a fitting alcohol cleaner. Have the alcohol cleaner into the Q-tip and swirl it around the cover on the joystick. And that has stopped the drifting on the two controllers that it happened. On the two controllers it happened that I have. And yeah. They are still substantial to breaking, like way too much compared to any previous Nintendo controller. So that's a bad thing, yeah. But yeah, we are going to be penalized, so I will just answer the right thing. Well, that's how it should go. But there you go. He couldn't handle the truth. I just love how the freaking corner had to play when the kids started crying. Yeah. Like, this is legitimate the moment when Wright goes bullying on the kid. He can't handle the truth! And the freaking corner starts playing. Oh, I love this. Also, the HD art makes the tears look way too much like sweat. Like they are just huge sweat droplets instead of tears. You always jump to conclusions. Well. Yeah, that's what everyone thinks, but where is the proof of that? Also, looking at this picture, what is Oldback eating? Because we can see bones from steaks on our main actors. The assistant? How does it... Do they have anything to eat, or is it just garbage they are collecting? What? Oldbag? Omelette? Or what is that? It could be anything. One photo. I wish that, because it's Wright starting with and then Edgeworth. Oh shit, I didn't have enough space to swap on the table on the other side, that they would just keep on. They would just keep on drumming. I know there are millions of parodies that does it, but I wish it would happen in a form in the actual game. Well, it's hard to say, but there is a clear sign. The slowly arriving hand. So, oh, you can see the mouse pointer and the arm as well. That's funny. And yeah, it's a bit freaky as well when you're used to that wherever you touch with the touch screen is where the hand goes. But I can get my mouse here and this arrives so late. And yeah, there's a clearing 2 over here. What do you mean impossible? And I can only imagine back in the day when internet wasn't a community that it is now, people just loving how the game looks and the music, playing the game without having the best ability to read English, just skipping on by, and then boom, getting to this, and they're like, oh, what am I supposed to show? That, I wouldn't say it's the fault of the game, but the fault of the fact that the game has been heavily localized into English, and that's it. There are other localizations, most which came way later, but overall, you need to have the perfect understanding of English to understand games. The thing that would help, I would love if the first game would have already had the fact that the question would be up here somewhere. Because you could easily just like sweep on by and accidentally press something while you're doing something else, and then, oh, what am I supposed to show? Well, the Studio 2. Well, the path was blocked. Yeah. Indeed, the reverse. But what if Edgeworld goes and casts the reverse of the reverse? I don't think there is nothing you can rebundle if someone plays a reverse of reverse when you're trying to counter something that they are doing. Well, okay, to be honest, I have no memory what that card even does. I'm like so out of touch with Yu-Gi-Oh! I like playing it. I look at certain things, but I still have no fucking clue how pendulums are supposed to function. Why did they do such an OP thing? Why Lynx just broke the entire game and now they do nothing again? Yeah, like I wouldn't scoff at Yu-Gi-Oh! If they legit made a card that would be called the reverse of the reverse of the reverse, and it only functions if someone activates the reverse of reverse. Because just the fact that there is Raiki, and then there's anti-Raiki, and then there is anti-Raiki Raiki. That's already like insane. In Magic there is nothing like direct. There could be something that's hinting that, yeah, this counter spell, it's hinted that like the proper use is to counter like a certain thing, but it's never that. Every counter spell is usually way broad open. They might have stipulations what they can counter, but they don't only counter a singular thing. I have hope of playing Magic again in a month or two when they finally ban Uro. Because Uro has ruined the format for so long now. And yeah, I don't accept that. It's not even bad, it doesn't come on the field until after turn 7. Bullshit. I've seen constant games in Arena. Most haven't even been played by me. It's been in huge ass compilations done by multiple people where on turn 3 you have freaking over 10 mana to use and 4 creatures that are bigger than 6 by 6. I call that a game being broken. And it's all because of ramp. Because ramp boss control is way too powerful. There's nothing you can do like against that. Meanwhile, they keep nerfing white card just because the flavor doesn't say that they should be getting that. It's not part of the pie chart. It's not part of the color theory. And then that green-blue card creates black zombies because you guys thought it would be cool. Isn't that breaking the pie and the color theory completely? And it being OP as well? Like, I used to love green, but it became way too powerful. It's way too powerful. Like, the red deck wins, you can still do something against them if you're lucky. The ramps, no. You are just boned. The only way to win is to play control lamp yourself. And then it's just a matter who gets the cards first into their hand and start going off and wins. So the matches can end to 0-0-1 even on the best of tournaments. So yeah, not fun. Not fun. Yeah, like, if someone would know they would be getting killed, why would they go all the way of doing things? Stated previously. Well, there is proof. They're just not gonna like it at all. There was this very conspicuous empty bottle. I just love the corner team. It's like one of my favorite teams ever. Like, it's just something you cannot argue. On Nintendo handhelds, you get the best songs in any games ever. I can't yet decide. Have we reached the era on DS, 3DS or Switch, where it's the most best music? It's starting to pile up on Switch. If they remake the second Mystery Dungeon as well, I can just flat out say it's on the Switch. Like, at this point it would be way too late to check any drug levels. And, well, that's no fault of no one. But the police searching the places should have noticed a bottle of sleeping drugs. They supposedly looked up the places, so... yeah. Well, we aren't being penalized for this, and I don't think I have ever gone through all the answers, so let's see. Will they say the exact thing I said? Yep. That's what I said. Since we are not being penalized. Okay, the right thing. The fact that they would be found would be such a miracle, since both you and me have been like slobbering over that bottle multiple times already. So your 2 fingerprints should be all over it. They never say in the games that the evidence well, okay, very, very rarely they state that the evidence is put into bags with gloves. It's very rarely that it's been said. In most cases, they are just handed out everything, and they fondle the objects with their bare hands, with their own fingerprints, and contaminate the evidence. And the amount of times when the evidence have been used to kill or at least attempt to kill someone. In the series, especially when you look into like backstories of characters, it happens so much that you would think that they should have a security guard handling every piece of evidence individually at this point. Homework. We are lawyers and we are getting homework. That is indeed a lot of homework. Yeah, it will definitely be the last extension, since the legal system in the country, for some ungodly reason, says that every court procedure needs to be done in 3 days or less. Normally, in any country out there nowadays, you don't even get to court in 3 days. It usually takes at least weeks, mostly months, before you even see a courtroom. Mia isn't. And boom. But yeah, in essence, this would be the perfect place to stop the stream, and we would be at the usual stopping point. But I started way late. I'm not stopping now. I'm going to go through this case today. Just before we continue, I'm going to have a small break. I'm actually going to put some soup in the microwave and get myself a bit more to drink, because the water is getting low. Look at this. How much can this bottle even contain? It doesn't even say. It only says that it's made from renewable polymers, 96% from cane sugar, and it's BPA free. It says nothing about how much does it even how much can it contain. I would say a liter, about a liter, maybe. Somewhere around there. The shape of the bottle is like sporty, so it's a bit hard to say. But yeah, so I'll be getting a drink, putting the soup in the microwave. It will only take a minute, and then a minute again when I take it out from there. But that's gonna happen in a minute. So yeah, I'll be just right back.
The powers of chaos manifested in the once pleasant Deimos Peninsula on the southern coast of Cronus, transforming it into a blasted hellscape. Summoned by heretical cultists, the Black Apostle Eliphas the Inheritor emerged from the war, leading a whole company of the Word-bearer Chaos Legion. These heretical space marines had been to Cronus before, fighting against their loyal brothers during the dark days of the Horus Heresy. Eliphas had been but a young champion then, but returned a terrible Chaos Lord, ready to bring ruin to the galaxy at large. The Dark Crusade would be his proving ground. By defeating the many powers vying for the planet, he sought to gain favor with the dark gods he worshipped. Unless they could be stopped then and there, the Word-bearers would strike deeper into the Imperium.
And now I'm back. I'll get the soup out of the microwave when it's done. But yeah, it is like a sport water container. They usually don't say it. If you're lucky, when you're buying it, it might say in the store. But this is a hand-me-down from my mom, so I have no idea. I can only estimate it from its size and shape, that it's about a liter. And like estimating that it's easy on the fact that it goes somewhere between a half liter and a liter and a half bottle. So I can easily like estimate it's about a liter that it can contain. And since you're supposed to drink multiple liters a day, and I usually barely drink one dose what this can contain a day when I'm streaming. On days I don't, I drink even less. So it's no wonder that I'm constantly dehydrated. Yeah, which makes absolutely no sense. Let's get right on moving then. Oh no, we are going to be blown away by the wind. Or not. You eat, you die. Well, with that thing, I think I'm going to eat. So, just a second. And I'm back. Well, she might be alive, but she's not that useful in that state. At least your health is not so much endangered as if she would be in normal state. But yeah, let's do our normal talking. And well, I'm sorry, I just have to consume some of this soup. My energy levels are way too low. Well, especially with the audience I know, frequent on my streams sometimes, and with the terms of service of Twitch, I'm not going to go into that. But it is a very clear thing displayed in the mainstream media, in a certain game series, for example. Let's just say that. And now we get to see a feature of the game, which is that not that often mentioned, and it's quite intriguing in the end. When you think about it's the basics of science. Like doing small tests like that. Sadly, we won't be able to do it right now, but it's a feature in the series. I think that's all Gumshoes can tell us right now. So let's look at the dressing room itself. But to be frank, I have no memories that there is anything I can even study here. But I do remember that there was some reason to come here. Maybe it was just for that line. So let's actually go to Studio 2. Yeah, I sadly know way too many people like that. Like that they will legit, on the bane of death, keep to their vanity. And yeah, there's not much you can do to help those people or get them to change their ways. There is many ways to stop people like that developing, because those habits have been created usually by something, or in most cases by someone. Oh yeah. Thank you for the points. How far are we on the challenge even? 78%, so we aren't that far. I do have some juicy ideas for what the extra stream would be if it's obtained for this month. I won't say them yet, but if it's obtained, it will be in the vote on Discord, which you can also, of course, gain linked to with exclamation Discord. I'm getting over the tiredness now that I have some food in me, and you know what? There you go. Let me get some carbonization as well. Instantly feel a bit better. Sadly, most of my day was wasted in an, let's call it an event, which I had to partake. Which kinda just involved me sitting down for 6 hours doing nothing. So yeah, and I had to wake up, like, at normal times, which I haven't for a long time, so it was draining. And it was very cold outside. My beard froze so badly that when I got inside, it actually hurt my ears when the icicles started to fall down on the floor. Yeah, it's obvious and understandable that she doesn't really want to talk about Manila. I would prefer not to talk about him either. But how about we take her advice and go to the trailer? Well, we ain't doing a lot of talking here. But I do love this way the game goes. Yeah, she's still high from getting that rare card. I don't know, have I ever been that stoked opening a rare card? On the release of Dominaria, on the first release, I opened the pre-release promo foil of freaking... no, I forgot the name. How can I forget the name? The Time Mage. The Time Planeswalker. God damn it, how can I forget his name? He's an old character, how can I forget his name? Oh no. Teferi. Yeah, the release foil of Teferi. And I was happy, but I even then I wasn't that stoked. Not even after the second pre-release started, and I opened Khan as pre-release foil. I still wasn't that stoked. I wasn't even that stoked when I opened on Zendikar's pre-release, not the last one, but the one before it. I opened a fetch land as an expedition. I wasn't that stoked. I have been extremely happy on those occasions, but I never gotten into a state of being high. So yeah. Minus 24. Wait, What? Really? I think it was minus 26 here in the morning. At the least, it was minus 26 where one of my friends lived in the... my friend lives in the morning. I didn't remember to check. And it has promised that the temperature might even go to minus 30. But next week it will go to something like +1, which I'm extremely sad about. Because I hate Loska, aka slush, aka wet snow. It's horrible. And I hate walking on it so much. I still can't examine it any more than that. When did I... She's gone! Where did she go? Oh, there she is. I always found that a bit odd. I can't remember, how did I get anything out of her? And Manila isn't anywhere to be found either. Did I actually have to go to the detention center? I actually had to pull out the curtain a bit so I can see the... Well, what's that even called? It's technically not a weather station, but it's a device that measures the temperature. But it's a digital one. It's at this current moment a -9 outside. Which is funny, how it's night, it's dark, and it's way warmer than it was in the morning. Yep, this line again. It's so fitting that. Well, I can't say because it's a crude and a bit lewd way of saying what's been written here. But yeah, I just say that I can't imagine him jumping either. I can imagine him trying to jump when asked to, but only end up like flapping arms up and down because legs no go. What do you mean how? Like, there could be multiple good reasons for that. Like, there have been movie stars that haven't fallen from favor, but they wanted to reduce their workload. They just wanted to have more freedom. So they just stepped down. Like, there have been those that have stepped down completely, even in times when movie stars didn't get that much money, or even when they, even on those times when they did, but they personally didn't have that much money because of bad deals or whatever. But just to have more control to your life, more time, more something, peace of mind, anything. I still don't get that movie. But that's an odd coincidence, isn't it? So you can't recognize the remains of the steak you ate. I could so go for a steak. Too bad I have none. I can't even remember the last time I had one, but somewhere in the summer. Yeah, those were steaks. They were actual steaks. Yeah, somewhere in the summer. As the summer is the season to grill. And yeah, that in the summer I looked forward to going home because I would actually get something grilled. And understandably you don't recognize the bottle. But yeah, that was it. Can I... No, I don't know what to ask even now. But do I actually know now what to ask from the producer herself? No. And I don't think... Yeah, no one's in the trailer either. So what was the trigger? What did I have to do? So I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't go in there anymore because we gave out the key. I seriously have a hard time remembering. What was I supposed to do to trigger the next thing? Let me actually think about it. Oh yeah. I just remembered. I never actually presented them. So that must be it. Who's getting their pay deducted again? Like, even at this point, how can it be a threat to Gumshoe? Like, his pay is non-existent already. Ha! I knew it! It was the trigger. It's an old trigger though, because it didn't give us anything new. So... Rumors. Again with the rumors. Oh, could the trigger actually have been the fact that we went in the detention and asked because we heard about the rumor first time there? It might actually be the right trigger. Would make more sense, wouldn't it? Because that actually gave us more information, even though it gave zero new evidence to anything. So yeah. Like, shows have to end at some point anyway. Yeah, like even if they would just write off that the main villain would be killed and there would be a new one, that happens constantly. A show like the Steel Samurai most likely could benefit from having a new main villain, but the studio having two actors and one of them dying, I would say that's a death knell for the production anyway. Even forgetting that, just the fact that there was a murder case involved, that usually is always the mood enough that the show would just be canned. Even if no one crucial to the production would be the murdered or the murderer, there's still enough bad mood to go around. And to be honest, they did hint in the story-wise that it should be ending anyway, so... That's a thing that's very nonsensical though. But will they? If there won't be any heroes anymore, who's gonna save them? Wow. Yeah, this is the thing. What can she do about it? Why did we go all the way particularly to her when she's the powerless one in here. Well, that's a completely different thing. And this feels a bit dirty. Like, everyone should expect it has nothing to do with the case. But on the other hand, everything involves everything. Or everything is connected to everything. It's a matter of how would you translate it. Just the way that it's said on the show is a line I love to repeat to my friend. Kaikki liittyy kaikkeen. It's a reference. You can't understand the reference unless you speak Finnish. Sorry about that. Even if you understand it, like with the translations I gave out to it, you don't understand the source material. And it's very dependent on the language itself. Like, we have puns as well. And it's funny that some even work when you translate them. Like, for example, the best one that I can think of that will work the same when translated. There's an old man and a boy. The old man says, "Eek, not bill. What am I call it? It's not a bill, but the things you need to pay. Not taxes. Is the correct term a bill? Still, a thing you need to pay that comes to your mail. Could be a rent, for example. So let's say, let's translate it to rent. It's way more universal. So, the rent has to be paid by tomorrow. Remind me. And then in the last panel, the boy turns into the old man. Because he was told to remind him. It works in both languages very easily. For reminding someone has two meanings. It's actually a good joke if you read it on paper. This whole deal. Just how one just hush it up. There was a death happening. How can it be just hushed up so easily? And that's another thing. Scared of what would happen to the career, but they forced them to do itsy bitsy bots, small. I can't talk today. What's wrong with me? Like small parts. They forced him to make small parts. Oh wait. Wouldn't that be the result if it got spread anyway? So like, what did he actually gain for keeping it secret? He got into the exact situation that he would have gotten on the worst occasion if it got out. So, yeah. But to be honest, things like this happen IRL. Not all the time, but occasionally. And in Hollywood, things are way easier to actually just hide up. Just hire someone near a studio to make it look like the actor overdosed. And oh, the news suddenly tell how this young, future promising actor has secretly been taking drugs all the time and turned it to an overdose. When they have never actually taken drugs in their life. Yeah. It happens sometimes. Gladly less and less and less. Because it's harder and harder to bribe the investigation and not to be caught doing it by outside influences. Well, now we can talk to Old Bag. So let's go to the gate. Well, we could eat your donuts. Keeping a safe distance should be a thing anyway. Regardless of COVID, I wish people would understand to keep distance from others. Like, jeez. Like, people begging for money, people slurred up their mind, people not at all understanding their girth or their companions. Many factors you see on the street constantly that just keep on bumping into other people. Even during these times, and it's very annoying. And we are going to be blown off by the wind. He killed a man. Also, I'm losing my voice at the same time. I was trying to sing. Well, the investigation needs the clues, and don't you want to exonerate him? Well, there is proof. I think at this point we needed the picture. Nope. And I pressed the wrong spot. So we can't use that yet. So let's try that again. I have proof. What's the stakes? There we go. I found it so shocking that she actually just calmed down all of a sudden after this. And I was so totally expecting when playing it on the first time that she would just snatch the evidence and run away with them. I was so certain that that was what's going to happen because she just suddenly got so quiet. But in the end, she understands. And we get this very unique song. There was an accident. A fatal accident. Yes. But the thing is, ties to the mafia doesn't help after the fact that much. If a paparazzi snatch up the picture, they wouldn't have enough time to stop them. Unless she was legit at the studio at the moment and her associates were there as well and immediately caught up the plan. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna blackmail him. A photo, and there it is. I still find this photo very odd. She looks like a completely different person. He's in a freaking tennis outfit. And the dude who died, what the fuck is that outfit? How are these supposed to be in the same movie? And it's taking place in a freaking trailer. I can't talk. A trailer as well. Like, what is this movie supposed to be? Five-year-old photo. Okay, well, let's move. And let's move again. And hello. No, I don't want to look at it, I want to present it. Yeah, why did they just admit? It should be expected that Oldbag is dead right now. I have no idea. Can the mic pick up the sudden piano playing? So for a test, I'm going to be quiet for a second while the mic is on. Of course, they stopped at the same second. So I'm gonna do the test in a second when it starts again. So yeah, let's continue. And yeah, I guess we're gonna follow. Yeah, well, there's multiple layers of looking at it, so it is blackmail, yes. It is, well, I don't know. Is it more than that? Is it actually more than blackmailing? I don't think it's that much more than just blackmailing. Accident. Yeah. You're the one who went here, Vasquez. Why? Yeah. Like, it could easily be made into that. And yeah, that makes the blackmail sense. But it being that from the get-go, I can't see it. I can't see it. Well, yeah, that's another thing. She could have legit gotten the photo, but did they get the negatives? And the fact that they got assaulted like that would have caused a lot of issues as well. So I guess what you are supposed to believe, that Oldback detained the paparazzi, Vasquez called on the hit, and they just got rid of the reporter then and there. How can it be the only copy? If you didn't get the negatives when you instantly did the hit on that man, which I still find it pretty odd. And, well, now the instant hit makes more sense, doesn't it? She has magical powers to summon the Mafia to her in an instant. And I just got to love how all of them have a completely different design. Like they are in like from completely different mafias. We have a Yakuza, we have a Russian mafia member, we have a New York gangster, and we have a more traditional Italian mafia member as well. All different forms of mafia just working together. That's what it looks like. Well, it depends how you look at things. Yeah, and Gumshoe is the least threatening in this room right now. Well, yeah, it just got a lot more interesting, didn't it? But why did she just agree to it? If Gumshoe is here alone, why couldn't the mafia member just erase all three? Just get rid of the defense and the detective. Easy. They are all in the same room. There could have been an accident. Yeah, an accident on the freaking investigation. Something spilled, there's a fire, and all three are dead. Oh, boo-hoo. Simple. Ever since, you've never been able to say it? That is very sad. And again, we are at a very excellent cutoff point. And I've been now half an hour more than the usual. But I did say that I'm going to finish this today. And I really feel like doing it. Because, as far as I can remember, the trial itself is like relatively fast. And the next chapter is most likely going to be cut off in multiple pieces. The fifth one I don't remember that well. So yeah, we'll save. And we'll continue immediately. No need to take a break at this very second. Oh, now I need to be quiet for a second. Yeah, I think the mic might be picking it up. So that's a bit annoying. Maybe I actually need to put it a bit more lower as well, since I have increased my overall volume a lot. Well, the mic is a lot closer as well, so it makes sense that my volume goes up. But yeah, I don't want random piano playing and singing from other apartments to get into the stream. I don't own that. Oh well. And let's just say those sounds would be safe to be on the stream. But the other sounds I hear, no, 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 no. Those I don't want anywhere near my streams. And sometimes they feel to be louder than the piano playing, so I just hope it doesn't ever happen during the stream again, now that I know that my mic is... Well, it is closer to the roof as well, since it's way closer to me. But yeah, let's leave it at that. Edgeworth being on the edge, I would be concerned if he wouldn't. You are in a courtroom right now. Your mafia connections won't help you with that so easily. Also, if you're looking for a pontiff, then you're looking in the wrong side of the screen. Pontiff of Flight is an awesome card, I love it. Well, I find it funny how first when she said it, it was just because of her behavior. Now, you would legit think that she's actually thinking that that's the case. It's her adding things up. But it's her adding things up way too easily and way too well to be that certain. Oh well. Here we go. Yeah, I know. She's wearing a dress. Let's keep it that way. A van. A van. She couldn't walk few meters. Ugh. Yeah, I'm thinking that the piano playing might be caught up by the mic up way too much. Let me actually lower the mic. It's not going to help that much, but it helps some. And I accidentally fell some pillars of a stone vault. I really should finish up painting that so I can box it up and start actually using it on games. Whoops. The van. The van. Oh, it irritates you, doesn't it? I would so love if Wright would actually do that in the courtroom. But sadly, he has to act like the adult sometimes. But Edward knows where it at. One person is enough. Well... yeah, the thing that was said is important. But what proofs? Like, this is an employee, but there were stakes in the trailer, wasn't there? My memory is getting fuzzy. It shouldn't be this by right now. It shouldn't. Because they had food there, but oh yeah, it doesn't matter that this is not the exact one. It's still about the steak, so I think it was. Yep, I was correct. Because it's not that she didn't eat it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, I'm stupid. T-bone steak. Yeah, there were no bones. There is only the grease marks. That was what it was. I had memories that there was something with the bones. But I was remembering that it was the fact that it wasn't a T-bone steak. It was just a steak of another kind. Because the bones weren't like... that. And you ate the bone too. I actually want to see what's this. Well, that was a letdown. Let's go with the right answer. Why would they even bother to throw the food into the incinerator? Like... wouldn't there be any other, more convenient way to get rid of the food? Well, it's because of you the day is not so quote-unquote boring. It should be very much expected by the things you have done today. It should not be that quote-unquote boring. I wouldn't say that you have wits. I would say you have connections. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. I wouldn't call you of petite stature. You are taller than most women in this game. And not that slim. Slim, yes, but not that slim. I wouldn't call petite. And yeah, but to be honest, you wouldn't be using it as a weapon. But that shouldn't be the matter anyway, because no one could. It's a broke spear that's broken. Yeah, because this should be obvious to everyone. I just love that fourth face of hers. Her true nature comes out in a slight tiny bit. Oh, the picture was here. I think it's the picture.
Take that!
Oh shit. It wasn't the picture, so was it the spear? Yeah, I think I had to present the spear right now because, well, it is broken. Oh, I don't even get penalized for this. So yeah, it's a broke spear. It's not a fucking weapon. I would want to see anyone actually kill someone with a spear like that. Duct taped, especially. Silence. What she should have said was silence. The voice would have actually fit. Like she's constantly smoking after all. And my sound is starting to feel like that as well, though I have never smoked once in my life. Ugh. I can. Well, yes, but it has been proven until now and will forever be, and now it has to be the picture. Yep, there we go. I just remembered the order wrong. Yeah, but like, even with the Mafia doing things, shouldn't the victim be... Like, how did they deal with them? Did they take the body as well and just hide it? Just make them vanish? Like, how? Well, to be honest, not how, but... Well, how? It's not an easy thing to hide. Like, the death of that actor, whoever it was, like, it needs to be explained somehow. They can't just make them vanish completely. People would look after them. And then the studio would come into question. Yep. I don't get her shocked face at that point. She knows what happened. And like I would think her to have more of an angry face at that moment. It doesn't take a genius to understand that what happened. Well, it is quite ironic, yes. Well, you already gave out a way to do things. Why would he be carried? She had another way. Hiding the car at this point is very idiotic. She already admitted that she was being carried by the car. So why not the body as well? That's the place for the shocked face. Well, in essence, yes. In essence, no. Of course he was. And that was easy, wasn't it? Too easy. Everyone's confused. Everyone. Oh, the quietness stabs like a knife. What do you mean, who can say? You just said you lost. Well, there is quite decisive evidence, like, in a manner that there's multiple stacking evidence that tell that the victim went into the studio too, in the costume of the Steel Samurai. It should be enough to exonerate the one accused for the murder now, even though there is not enough evidence to get her on the hook. The evidence should be enough for the defense. So yeah, this is like the shadow side of the game. Like, if you go and forcibly lose at these moments, you're just going to lose. Even though it doesn't make any sense. It gets even worse later on. But there should be a game over state. There needs to be some checks and balances. Well, this is it.
Objection!
Oh, you didn't see that one coming, didn't you? I need to get this one. It's freaking Edgeworth. Totally out of control at the moment. He's winning, yet he's throwing the towel.
Objection!
So he's at me again. Like, she has a point, but the judge should also have enough evidence to keep her detained. So and he's out of ideas. And there we go again. Well, in essence, yeah, no issues. But when do they give out issues from the get-go? They never do. Not even the most obvious of testimonies. You always have to dig around to get to the truth nugget.
Hold it!
Like the courtroom just a moment ago. God damn it, I'm losing my voice. Ugh. I would really be happy to know what's the reason for that. Ugh. I don't think that would be the best course of actions, but
Hold it!
yeah, that's shady to begin with, isn't it? Yeah. The studio might, but they should be in legal problems for that. Like, if nothing else, she should be fined for obstructing justice. Direction notes. What?
Hold it!
I keep on pressing that accidentally. Bullshit. Why? But you weren't supposed to know that.
Objection!
How Wright didn't notice that, but freaking Edgy Boy noticed. It's a totally reasonable observation. But yeah, it is a total move out of left field for the prosecution. But I think everyone should be noticing that the voice of I am the Lord is sounding throughout the land, and it must be answered. To be honest, a very good courtroom. Because the courtroom should be the place where justice happens, not where whoever paid the most wins, which is 90% of the time the prosecution. Because, well, the system is rigged. I have told it on multiple streams before. But the judges get paid based on how many verdicts they give. And not guilty is not a verdict, so... The system favors people getting penalized.
Hold it!
Well... She was supposedly told that there won't be raises. But how? Wait. Oh yeah, I think this should be all we need. As far as I can remember. Let's see.
Objection!
Yep. That's the case. I forgot what's the reason. Yeah, she swept up there. I didn't even notice. I forgot. She swept up the names. So, how did she suddenly think that the wrong person was injured? That's reasonable. He might have said things wrong. It's actually reasonable. Even though he was there, he might have accidentally said the wrong name. Because it doesn't matter who would be the injured one. The thing wouldn't happen regardless. But the main thing is that we know that she saw Hammer limping. It's just a small slip up. It's enough to get her caught. Well, can you? Can you now? Okay. Well, that is a good question. There indeed would not be anything to gain. But could there actually be? Could there actually be? Well, the answer is that you always just have to say that you can prove it. But what is the piece of evidence? Well, what is the big thing here, that this picture hides more than it shows. She started the break. Well, yeah, but if there is a motive for the other way around, shouldn't it be easy? Easy to understand why things happen this way. But at this moment, we just have to say, she had no motive for the murder. She didn't want it to happen. Yep. We are actually stating that what happened was an accident. And this is a very odd moment for the Steel Samurai team to play. Like, yeah, it sounds like a sneaky plan that could happen in the show. But it's so funny how they played fucking Storm in this. And there she goes. I think maybe the tamest breakdown in the entire series. Can't recall, is there any more tamer than that? I don't get, like, why does she just agree at this point? Yeah, she's cornered, but what does she gain from just admitting it? She's going to have her own trial where she could just point out, yeah, everything was an accident. Well, it technically was, so she could legit get away from it by stating that she was only hiding because she would have been falsely imprisoned if she didn't. So Yeah, she might get at least most of the sentence off. Could just get with fines alone. Call them miracles. And in essence, yeah, they have been miracles. Always with the confetti. I especially love how they make the confetti in the live action movie. Because you see it on the first case, there's just some random woman coming with a freaking basket full of confetti and throwing it in the air. Yeah, that's another case solved. Well, there is a reason for it. So we are going to show evidence. Because it's not that he wanted to put the blame on you, but it's because of the Steel Samurai. I bet that he would have accepted it. The studio would not have, though. But like, there is the thing. I don't see it being a personal thing. It was all about that because Will was the hero. It would not have mattered who was the hero. He would have been envious, mad about his situation. Well, I have bad news to you, Will. Hello, edgy boy. Well, yeah, I think some coding is in order. Well, let's just say that Especially this line has been taken way out of proportions by the fans. but then again, with the origins of where the origin of the show lies, they haven't taken it that much out of proportions. But they have by a lot when you start thinking about it more. So let's leave it at that. Especially with this line, because it suits them so much. Ah. Edgy boy being edgy. What? Well, you're missing something great indeed. And yeah, but that was that trial. But it's no longer Steel Samurai. It is the prophesized Pink Princess. But they kept the same theme tune for some reason. I can understand forcing someone to watch the show with you. But forcing them to collect their own trading cards as well? No, that's not the case. Unless you can play with them. That's a different thing. Then I can understand. Well, especially now showing it would be even more disturbing than with the Steel Samurai. Yeah. Especially not in that role. No. But yeah, that was the end. And there we go. Achievement unlocked. Turnabout Samurai. Next up, episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. And this is the last episode in the original game, the GBA version. That's where the game ends on episode 4. So the name Turnabout Goodbyes, it's way more fitting. But with the DS, no. I need to get out of here. No spoilers. Game, I told you, let me get in the menu. Also, Task Manager, don't jump the game up and down, because I need to close down the game. There we go. Now the game is being closed. But yeah. So as I was saying, the DS version of the game brought on more episodes. And I think it's the most conversational episode. The ones added after Turnabout Goodbye. But yeah, that's been our stream today. I think we should have a clear place where we are going to raid. Yeah, we still have the same clear place where we are going to raid, so that's what we are going to do. But before that, I have an announcement to make. There's going to be a special episode. Hopefully the finale, the second part of the finale of the last episode of the main campaign on the Blackstone Fortress on Sunday, the usual time. Because most likely on Monday I'm going to have a skip. I'm not going to stream. But I'm going to partake in a stream of another stream. It's not certain yet. There are factors in play, but this is the plan currently in motion, and I hope it succeeds. Regardless of those 2 days, Sunday do expect that should happen. Monday is a question mark. Tuesday will be more A, and on Thursday we'll continue with more Ace Attorney. But for now, we are raiding Itama. Thanks a lot for everyone joining. Hopefully you join me another time. But for now, we raid Itama.